Were you told to use the library databases or the online library to complete research for a business assignment but aren't really sure where to start? Watch this short video for an overview of the most popular databases for business students at Rasmussen University. The databases we will discuss include Business Source Complete via EBSCO, Business via ProQuest, Mergent Online, and First Research. For the quickest search, try using the Discovery search on the library's homepage. This searches the majority of our library databases at one time. This can produce some quick results. However, because they're pulled from a variety of different disciplinary subject-specific databases, they can be difficult to sort through. If you only want to access business-specific databases, click on the A to Z databases list in the word cloud, or under Research Tools in the top banner, select Databases A to Z. This will bring up an alphabetical list of all of our library databases. If you only want to use business databases, go to where it says All Subjects Programs and select Business. This will reduce the databases to just our business databases. At the top, we have a list of our best bets. These are the most popular databases used by business students. And underneath that, again, organized alphabetically, we have a list of all of our other business databases. For today, we will simply focus on the best bets databases. Let's start with our two databases that you will use primarily to search for articles from magazines, newspapers, and journals. These two databases are called Business Source Complete via EBSCO and Business via ProQuest. Both contain fantastic but different article content. For example, Business Source Complete gives you access to Fortune, Forbes, Bloomberg Businessweek, Journal of Business Ethics, and Harvard Business Review content, amongst many others, whereas Business via ProQuest provides the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and The Economist, and many more. Click on either database to open the database and begin searching. Type in keywords and phrases that describe your topic succinctly. For example, if you're researching how a business can be socially and environmentally conscious, try using terms like corporate social responsibility or corporate sustainability. If you're typing in a phrase, try using quotation marks to inform the database that you only want articles where these words appear side by side. Once you're comfortable with the search string or keyword that you've typed in, press the search button. Our results appear, and we can see that we have over 25,000 articles on the topic of corporate social responsibility. That's just too many to search from in an easy way. So what EBSCO and a number of the other database vendors have done is they've created this limit to, or a way to narrow your results in the left column. You can choose things like scholarly peer-reviewed journal articles from this column if you know that your assignment only requires those peer-reviewed journal articles. You can also specify a publication date. Many students choose publication dates from, say, the last 5 years and are pretty successful with that approach. You can also choose specific source types, for example, just newspapers. All of these choices will really limit your results to hopefully something more manageable. Also keep in mind when you're looking at articles, you can put your cursor over this magnifying glass icon. And when you do that, not only do you have information like the title and the date of publication, but you also have an abstract that will appear. This is a nice summary of what the article is all about. So here you can tell whether or not it's relevant to the topic that is of specific interest to you. If it is, you can click PDF full text or HTML full text, whichever appears here to begin reading. Next, let's take a look at the Mergent Online database. Mergent Online is a fantastic database used often by business students for finding information about public companies. You can search for the company you're interested in by typing in their name or their ticker symbol. I've located Apple within the database, and the first screen that opens provides company details. Make sure to take a peek at all of the subtabs that appear underneath the main tabs. All sorts of helpful information is contained here, so don't overlook those. Of special interest to most students are the company financials, which contain balance sheets, income statements, retained earnings, and cash flow.
And you can choose selected years as well, anywhere from 3 years to all available years. A great deal of information is contained here, so be sure not to overlook that.
Many students also use the Annual Reports tab, where you can find things like annual reports and 10Ks. Also, the Filings tab is helpful for locating other SEC filings. Let's move from Mergent Online to another database provided by Mergent.
This database is called First Research, and it provides industry information. It's an essential tool for almost all business students. In this database, we can search by industry code, industry name, or a keyword. Let's search for soda as an example. Our results appear, and we can see that soft drink manufacturing falls at the top of the list, but also feel free to scan the rest of the list and click additional items of interest. For example, non-alcoholic beverage manufacturing might also be something to take a peek at. Let's select soft drink manufacturing. The profile overview appears for the soft drink manufacturing industry. You can immediately begin reading, or you can select specific topics in the left-hand navigation column. Otherwise, you can also read the full profile. This will open all sections into one document. In this full profile, you'll find quarterly industry updates, industry forecasts, challenges and trends for the industry, and key financial information.
This was a quick overview of several of our most popular business databases. If you want to use additional business databases, feel free to do so using the A to Z database list. Additionally, you can access database tutorials in the database help page on the School of Business Guide. If you have more questions about using these databases, schedule an appointment with the business librarian by clicking the Meet with a Librarian icon on the library's homepage. For help on this topic and more, check out our FAQs collection, where you can find answers to popular student questions and chat with a Rasmussen librarian.